every lawyer will be you reading through the petitions, looking at the allegations, no, you think, say, okay, maybe a bit more should have been done on the allegations. But the Council of State, made up of 31 Ghanaians, respected Ghanaians, high stature, go through some petitions, and we are told, say, out of the 31 of them, no, 30 voted and say yes.
30. You 30. Confirmed.
Yes. 30 voted and said, yes, prima facie has been established. The only person on record I have to say or no recusing or can say or abstaining and the former Chief Justice, Sophia Akufo. And clearly, and on that Council of State, no, former Supreme Court justices, also you were former IGP, you were former Chief of Defense Staff, and a whole lot of, Ghanaians. I want to say, almost will go through. I can say no. See, there were questions to answer. Then really, maybe there are some questions to answer, no?
Obi, with all respect, that argument is made on assumption that they can get it wrong.
Okay.
But you agree that they can get it wrong. And it is my respectful view on this occasion, they did get it wrong. So we follow me. The Council of State is one institution I respect. You know why? Because my deceased father, may he so rest in peace, was a member of the Council of State. Intimate to Amase. And I said, I'm casting Komoya about CJ removal and your personal.
Sure.
It's not about persons. It's not about whether you like this one or you don't like this one. It is on principles. It is on our constitution. If you make that argument, you proceed on wrongly on an assumption. Say, wrong. Court to cry say
sometimes
function of it in Umpono. Let me get it wrong. Emma, maybe a higher court and a different court constituted in a way. No, it's in catch wrong. And it is my harmful, unrespectful submission that they got it wrong this time.
In establishing prima facie
case, based on how I explain things very well.
Even on the issue of the travel, you think they got it wrong?
Again, yes, they did, and I will explain it. Again, I said we should treat Daniel Fori's petition with the contempt it deserves. Because it openly, flagrantly, and with impunity says that I am not required to show you anything. In other words, I am okay. It is okay to find a prima facie case by me making bare assertion, including a decision which I purport to be a party in and which I didn't even attach for your attention. So you are not taking the petition seriously, and so the contents of that petition should also be taken seriously. But what be some same And I've seen some communication going around, say travel, and they said security should travel. And you should read the whole policy as a whole. But you should trace this first of all from Article 71, which then mandates the president to then set up an emolument committee which determines the privileges. Or the conditions that means the privileges that are given to some of these officials, including the Chief Justice, which of course, like the legislature and executive, are no substantially different. Now, sir, point to a justice policy. Me, Makobis and Menya copy woho. Usha travel policy now. It makes reference. It says reference one. The Professor Dubuando Committee, Emolument Committee, into a winina so ne free baby. My response to that travel is that by law, practice, and policy, there was no infraction. Because the CJ for official travels there's unlimited official travels that he can make, which he is allowed to travel with the spouse or any other person. The protocol officer of the judicial service says a secretary or within the judicial or any other judge which he uses. But for the personal one, our protocol officer private one, he should go with the security alone. Meaning all those other official workers can't go with him. That is the holistic interpretation given to the policy. And by practice is what has been done. In fact, in 2019, the policy was even revised to include or any other spouse, a spouse or any other person. You know why? Because
for private travels,
for both. So it's for both. But in the case of private travel, then all of them who are not the family of the CJ, the spouse or the other person, plus just the security, because the CJ is an asset of the country. Yes. Even though you're private and Kapeka say you're quite intrusive, because I didn't call holiday. Me minister told that please need me because I then I'll cry. Oh samisa baby I make be an samisa. But here more mining for that personal one the only official or just the security. Yes. That is the interpretation. That has been the practice and policy of the judiciary.